a, a major, it's one of the major um, reason why we are here tonight. And then to show you the type of H190 50 I trade in the forex market. Right. Some of you are raising your hand. Hope for a question. Blessed. Blessed, can you hear me?
Boss, sorry, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay. Chisholm, your hand is up.
Yes, boss. What I want to say is just that about BTMM, like you just need to help us based on like the analysis, understand, and how we should pick the real W's and the M because of the
I'm not
last.
hearing you. I'm not getting you.
I said, if I'm not mistaken, you should just help us based on analysis, like from the D1 and how we should pick the real W and the M's. So, what do you think?
We are not doing BTMM clubs here. It's just for entries. And me going straight to the point to going as far as showing you H190 50 is just an extra bonus to it. But let's see how far we can go. If it's something I can do, I will try, but I'm not promising you. And I'm not putting my mind there. Okay. One thing I will always tell BTMM trader is don't joke with your daily time frame. If your daily time frame is ranging, forget it. Even if it is two candle or three candle having the same height on daily time frame, having the same height on H1 it will be support and resistance. So you look for liquidity zones. Right. So those who are wise, I've said enough thing here now. Okay, so to yesterday's
But
class.
boss, can you come again about that daily time frame you said?
The video is recorded, so you hear it again, sir,
Okay.
because of our time. Okay. So we'll be going straight to the entry. Sorry, I'll reverse what we did yesterday. Then go straight to the entry. Okay. I hope we all enjoyed the class yesterday and it was meaningful. Please, I need
Yes,
answers from you guys.
yes, sir, it was.
Very meaningful, sir. We try to protest with it, and the result is amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Apart from Kingsley, Kingsley just spoke.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is there another person who back tested and saw a nice win rate?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I did.
Can you?
Yes.
Right. Go again.
Boss, I kind of noticed that synthetic is not that like actual the way it's in currencies. Huh?
You don't catch more moves. You don't see more entries on synthetic because in a day the market might move well. So market to come there is somehow, but one if the market is not really giving the move before that major move, you see liquidity was taken. So if you are to be in that trade, you hold it for long.
But what I think most, the this security stop often work on all these volatile pairs like
It
USD.
work on most of pairs, not on only volatile pairs.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
works
that's
on all pairs. It works on all pairs, but you see fast the one that move from the liquidity zone fast in volatile pairs. Though it moves in other pairs, but in volatile like gold and BTC, once it grab it, it's as if there is fire uh, somewhere. It will move from there. But every other pair, you still see it. You still see it. we can't say those who don't have good capital to go and start trading gold, BTC, and the rest. It works in all pairs, all pairs. Even stocks, even crypto, it works.
Yes, I tested it with crypto. It works. Those are
Um,
just show us what you have to show us now. Everybody will go and apply, look for pairs that work for you.
yeah, this is what I
Okay.
want to say. I'm
Yes, sir.
showing you everything I know about the market, but this is the truth. All of us are still not going to be profitable. Is there a cause? Am I not going to teach everything? No. The difference is the who you are. If you are a stingy person in real life, you will definitely be stingy on the chat. If you are greedy real life, you will definitely be greedy on the chat. If you're a kind of person that you need um whatever you want to get it immediately, you will be that same person on the chat. So at this point that you are getting this thing, you are not just don't just it's not the strategy anymore. Work on your real self, your human, your physical self. Work on it and try to change some things in your um, about who you are. You will see that it will reflect on the chart. I'm serious. It will reflect on the chart. So it's no longer strategy but your person. Now it's now personal strategy. You need to work on yourself. Don't be in a haste. Be a kind of person that you have patience. Just have patience. Like Chisholm that entered BTC the other time. Though it might move well, but the rule is that you allow that candle that took liquidity to close before you enter. Though it might move well, oh, I'm not saying you don't have patience, so don't get me wrong, but you just have to obey some kind of things. Even if it moves well here, the next one you are going to try it, it might hit you hard. And since you are now seeing it as liquidity, something will be telling you there's no need to set stop loss. It will come back before you know it, your account has gone. Okay, let's leave too much talk and face what we have today. Have you all seen my chat?
Yes, boss. Yes, sir. We are seeing it, sir.
So I love Euro USD very well. That's why I'm always using it. Euro USD gold, I love them very well. Okay. So just like this is what we said yesterday. Like today now, that is Friday. For Monday move, once you go to your chart, just go and mark your high. I was seeing in the group, some of you were saying you should use some kind of indicator on trading view. Yes, that's right. But some again said just count from 10 o'clock to the other time, what called is Asian session. That's not true, please. If you use the BTMM template, whatever you see me drawing here, it is what the exact time the BTMM trade Asian session will close. That is when I'm marking here. So on every chart, please, you only have issue with the timing when you want to relate the time with the physical time, the Nigeria. Sorry, I say physical, the Nigeria time. So your 1 o'clock, if you open your chart and you bring this line, this one I'm moving, if you bring it here, the time it is showing you there. That is the time. So it is same in all broker, please. I think so. So is there anybody that will bring his own time, his own this thing to around this side and it will be showing 12 p.m.? I don't think so. I don't think. If there is that person here, once we are done with the class, you share your screen so that we'll see your chat. Okay. So this is 1 o'clock, the low. This is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock here. Okay. So this is the Asian low of yesterday or Friday, Joe. Then this is the low of the day. Once you mark this, I will even advise you mark this zone before you go to your daily H4 and H1 for analysis. Okay, this is where I'm going to enter the market. This is the low of the day. This is the high of the day. So let me check daily. It is clear on the daily time frame. Very clear. Still very clear. H1. Good. M15. So on Monday I'm expecting something like this. Take this liquidity. Sell downward. Now, okay, there's no need. All right, so that's what we're expecting on Monday. So now back to entries now. Let me mark this zone for entries. Let's say this is the high of the day. Okay. 7 o'clock here. This is the low of the day.
Asian low.
Huh?
No, I thought you said low of the day. I said Asian low. I didn't know you're looking for the low of the day.
That's the low of the day. All right, now look at first entry type, or let me say type 1 entry. Type 1 entry is when the market like grabs liquidity and then immediately that candle that it takes in grabbing that liquidity, that candle closes below the liquidity zone. Do we hear that?
Yeah.
Like this candle, this is the candle the market using grabbing the liquidity. Can you see that candle bought up, then came back and closed inside that zone? Now this is type 1 entry, and this is the surest I can say. When you see this type, there is high probability that trade will move in your way. Are we getting it?
Yeah.
Good. So this is type 1 entry. This is what you note about type 1 entry. Now, assuming this market just bought, then came here with one candle and went up, came back and closed. Please don't enter with that one candle alone. It will be very strong or profitable when there are candles dancing around that zone before that candle went up and came back. Do we get that?
Yeah.
I'm only hearing one person, please. Are we following?
Boss,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we're playing, sir.
All right.
Just
See
keep
now.
talking.
Yes, we are following.
Okay. Assuming this candle just this market just bought, like we're seeing bullish candles straight,
bullish can.
yes, bullish candle straight up to the liquidity zone. Then or let's say from this place like this, only this candle, this candle that my line is on it. Please, what is the name? Do you know the name? What I'm
Engulfing.
holding? No, this line I'm
Okay.
using to duplicate.
Okay. Okay.
Do we know the
What's,
name?
yeah, I'm
I,
forgotten now.
No, no,
I
sir.
don't know the name, but this thing I'm moving up and down. That is what I mean. That is what I'm talking about. Look at the candle it will be on it.
Crosshair.
Yeah,
Yeah, Koso.
also
This
Yeah,
guy is
crosshair,
Koso.
crosshair. Yeah, no question.
cross hair.
Crosshair.
Okay, cross head.
Yes. Hair, like human hair. Not head though.
Okay, hair.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna sign me. And yours is profitable. All right. Now look at this candle. The cross hair is on currently. This candle like this. Assuming only this candle from this zone just bought up and then closed here like this. Don't enter. There should be candle dancing around that liquidity zones before that one candle that will go and grab it will take it. Just like what happened now. You see, this candle came, tested it, went back. This one came, tested it, could not. This one tried, but this one now when you see that, okay, they were trying to touch people. You see sometimes your stop loss will be somewhere here. Markets will come as if you want to touch it, it will go back. You will be happy. They know what they are doing. So look at here again. They will come again. You say, market has hit it. They will come back again. Then that time that you now leave your chart that okay, if you hit it, you hit it. You just drop your chart like your phone like this. They'll just go up, take your stop loss, then come back. Okay. So there should be attempts of candles trying to break that zone before you enter. Now look at what happened here. This liquidity that was still taking. Assuming there were no this one have not happened before, and it was only this one like this would have not entered. Assuming this one, but since this one happened before, and then this one that went up did not break the high of that candle that took liquidity. That was why we entered this sell that day. This high, had it been this candle, this liquidity zone was not taken before, would have not sold. But since it has taken the liquidity zone before, we will sell it. We will sell it here. And then if this candle that was bullish moved higher than that first candle that took the liquidity, it's a lie. Don't enter. It's a trap. That first candle that grabbed the liquidity is very, very important, because 5 to 10, 6 to 7 pips above it, that is where you 3 to 4 pips or 5 pips above it, that is where you set your stop loss. So since this candle did not break it, it is still a good entry. Good. Okay. I hope we understand this type of entry now.
Yes, sir. Boss, I want to ask a
Yes,
question,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Should I pass the question now? Let's wait so that the video will not be disorganized.
Okay.
Write your question down. Okay. Now look at it. This is the entry. This is it. Candles were dancing and then this one came in. Boom. And then took it. The same thing here. Okay. So now look at entry number 2. Second type of entry. If this is the low, Asian low of yesterday, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That is Shamli.
We're expecting market to grab liquidity then buy back. No. Now, in your liquidity zone, if market, let's say this sell now, this liquidity zone for sell, if market, the way market broke the zone and came down and did not go back there immediately, wait for it to form W. If it is a buy side, wait for, well, I'm still going to show you for buy. If it is a buy side, wait for, if it is up here, wait for M. Why if it is down here, wait for W. So this W now, if you see W forming below your liquidity zone, check for the, either it is taking the Asian high, the high of the week, or any higher time frame liquidity zone. So that is the only condition where you will wait for W or M. So if it has break, if it did not, let's say I didn't this market break this, I didn't this was where the market stopped, and the another candle enter, would have just buy straight. But since, look at the way it broke it, the distance was too much, it's too big, and then it did not end as rejection candle. Good. And then the next candle did not engulf it. Just stay calm and wait for your W form. If your W forms, you enter. Now look at it though. Your W must form, then you enter. You see this place like this, I wish I was really on chart again. I would have stood here at this point, because your liquidity zone for buy can still turn to liquidity zone for sell, just like what they say, support turn resistance, or demand turn supply, something like that. So your liquidity zone for buy can still turn into your liquidity zone for sell. So at this neckline of the M of the W, if you see that market rejects that place, maybe let's say, assuming this market sold to this point here, then bought up to your liquidity zone again, then ended up as a rejection candle, that zone you were expecting sell before, just know that it has changed the direction. There is high probability that the market can sell down. That is, if you check and there's no liquidity zone, and there's no liquidity at the top, or you seen that, okay, this was not liquidity that was taken, you look at it. If it ends here, you can still sell down. Good. But in this case, there was a liquidity zone below it, so selling it might still be risky, except if you want to scalp it to this point. Let's go to USD card and see what happened. You see what happened there for this second type of entry. Now H4, let me just go to H4, so I'll just mark the week. Look at it. This was the high of the week that the market took. Okay. So let's check what happened on M15. This, okay, I think this was the high of the previous day. this was the high of the previous day. Now look at what happened. Can you see that? Now, when I say allow candles to react within the sides where liquidity will be taken, now look at it. Only this one candle went up for first entry. Only this one candle went up and rejected. You see that it's not good. It's not a good entry. You are not supposed to enter. Had even you sold here now, should have hit your stop loss. So allow candles to dance within that zone first before that one candle that will grab liquidity. Okay, so for this second entry, can you see that when the market took the high of the week, the market gave a clear M here before they sell on M15. So if it is just the high of the day they are taking or low of the day, you just see it, so allow candles to dance within it, then that candle that will grab liquidity before they sell. But if it is higher time frame liquidity they are taking, just like this high of the day, high of the week, high of the month, high of the year, you just have to wait for your M to show up at this zone before you sell. Please, I hope we understand this second entry type.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so we understood.
Okay, now this is the third entry type. Now we'll see the third entry type on GBPCHF. Let's check. I think I have the example here. Third entry type. I marked this. I know it because I fell for it. The trade hit my stop loss. I was traveling that day actually. I was traveling, so I just saw it. The market broke, took liquidity, and then I just dropped the signal to my people that they should sell. But the guy later hit our stop loss. Sold for some time and came back. Okay. Now for that GBPCHF, this was the high of the day. I'm talking about entry type 3. Type 3 entry. Okay. Let me just make use of that high of the day because that was where markets reacted. Okay. So look at what happened. I was not supposed to enter this market because look at it. Okay, no, I'm supposed to enter because look at candles were somehow close to it and they were M. Okay, look at it. Market grab liquidity. Then that market did not close as a pin bar. I'm not supposed to enter actually. So you can see that it was just human nature. I'm not a robot, so I made a mistake. The next candle is supposed to close as an engulfing candle before I will enter. Since this one did not close as a pin bar,
No.
good. So
Is it
now
a must?
look at that.
A pin bar. Is it a must? It must be a pin bar or just below the liquidity zone?
It should be a rejection candle, please.
Okay.
It should be a rejection candle. Just any of your rejection candle, you know, it should be any.
Okay.
So the market to grab the liquidity, then this next candle did not engulf, so it's not a good entry. Other candles did not show sign that I should enter. Okay. So if you see a market like this reacting, your where you are supposed to buy from, like you are not where you're supposed to sell from, I mean, you are not seeing candles showing rejection. You are not seeing rejection candles within that zone. You have to be very careful because market might 80% likely want to continue, because if truly is a zone to sell, no way they won't stay long there. So look at it. There was no rejection candle in my zone. You just have to be careful. You just have to be careful. Now look at what they did. They just came down, then gave a very big, massive candle up and bought back. So if in your zone you are not seeing rejection candles, this candle did not reject, the next candle did not engulf, the third candle did not reject, the fourth candle did not, you just know, okay, start looking for another buying position. Start looking for buying position in that area. Let me see. I entered GBP card one time or Eagle card. Let me see if I can use that as an example.
Hello, sir. Um,
Okay, Eagle card. Look at it. This was the high of the day. This was the high of the day. Let me see if I can get there on M15. Okay. No, this is not it. I'm coming. I think it should be here. Yes, this is it. I'm now talking about type 3 setup now. Type 3 entry setup. Okay. Now look at what happened. Look at what happened. In your liquidity zone, you started seeing something like this. Please, if in your zone you are seeing something like this is nonsense. Don't expect that zone to be a liquidity zone again. So expect it for the opposite direction. Like you are supposed to sell from here once they grab liquidity. But in that zone, you now start seeing market consolidating there. Just wait for a sharp drop and go the other way. Yes, I'm telling you this. Wait for a sharp drop and go the other way. Now, you know, thousands of people have entered sell here because they believe since market has got into this place, this high, the way market bought to this place, the market definitely should sell down.
Resistance zone.
The market definitely should sell down. So just wait for a sharp move down. Once you see that sharp move, don't even wait for market to go back. Enter it. I'm telling you, just set your stop loss small. This type of entry, you will see it. It happens always. It happens always, especially on SSD. It happens always. This kind of market will always be on the high of yesterday. So if you see it happening, just wait for a sharp move after the Asian session have closed. Just wait for it. You can even take the low of the Asian session and as your own, as the new the new liquidity zone. So once they grab it, don't even wait for candles to come back, because sometimes it will sell down, so you don't need to wait. Sometimes it will go up and sell down, but most times it will go up. So once they give you that sharp move, down, just enter it. Enter your opposite, because like 100 traders might have sold. So those of you that are going to see the buy will be like 2 or 3. So those ones that is where market makers will take the market to. What's this? Right. Are you still seeing my chat?
yeah, bro.
Yes, bro.
So
Yes, that's it.
that is where they will take. I'm coming. Let me show you. Okay. Now look at this place. I bought this market these days. See, I bought it. Francis, can you remember Eagle card?
Yeah, I can remember we bought it.
Now we bought this market. Look at it, the same thing. Look at on my high. This market was misbehaving. It was misbehaving. So when I saw this sharp move, we entered our buy here, but our TP was fast. So this trade came back to hit our TP. So now we didn't see, where is it? Okay. If you check, let me check H4. Okay, if I check my H4 now, let me see on my daily. If I check my H4, it was this liquidity that was taken. It was higher time frame liquidity. So I'm just supposed to wait for my M in that zone where I bubble. So it would have been like a buy and sell for me, because I know they won't just go down like that, because it's not done. Will not go down like that. They will not go down. They will want to kill people before they will go down. So I was supposed to wait for my M here. After getting this, I set my TP here before a major sell to 50 EMA. Major sell to 50 EMA. So this is the type 3 setup. The type 3 setup is always found at the high of the day and the low of the day. The high of the day and the low of the day. So that is if you're expecting markets to just if you're expecting market to just do something like this.
Yeah, of the previous day.
Yes. If you're expecting market to do something like this, take
Boss,
the liquidity, then sell.
boss,
Yeah?
please can you check USD card, the one I sent to you for now? Like the one I sent to you, I think something like this happened on the 25th. You said that you explain why you would have bought the market, the USD card. If you could remember, I sent a chat to you.
Is it Dominic?
No, this is authority.
Where was that?
That is on the 25th. Because it took out the liquidity, but they didn't sell. So, like,
on the 25th.
Yes, okay, I think around this zone. They took out the previous. No, come back, sir. To mark the previous day, they took out the liquidity of the high of the previous day.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm not on my chart, so I can't really. But they didn't sell the market. They didn't sell the market.
Is it?
Okay, yeah, this is it. But they didn't sell.
See a very good example here. Can you see? The market came to the high of the day, went up, did not take any liquidity at all. Then, can you see that now that your liquidity zone for sell, the high of the day, has now turned to liquidity zone for buy?
Buy. See bullish candle now. You just spoke about. Bullish.
Your first TP should be your market, your eyes. You should, before you be comfortable with the buy, is when the market have break this zone, because they might want to set form M here. So if the market breaks this former high, just know that the market is going far.
So much have changed.
Just know that the market is going far. Can you see what they did? So you just know. What will make you to know is the kind of candles. Also, you see that the candles that will now try to grab that liquidity will be afraid to enter. But if they comfortably enter that zone back, and then they are not giving, in fact, if they comfortably enter, don't trade up here. Let me just stop there. If they can't do, let's say this one that is supposed to turn sell, supposed to turn buy, then you now see they went up like this and then it were waiting for liquidity and the market now sold, start selling from here. I won't even advise you take that type of liquidity, except you only take that type of liquidity if it give you M and then the second leg is coming down. That is what I will advise you. But if it is a liquidity where the yesterday high will be a support zone for it to buy, you will see that. Look at what is happening here now. Look at the rejection candle. Look at it. Look at the market came down to that zone, gave rejection candle, a bullish candle. Even this one did not engulf. Now look at this one, rejection candle. This was where you would have even entered from. Boom. Look at it. So this is the entries. This is the entries you get. Okay. Where are we? All right. So that is the three major type of entries we have or we use for this one. If you can't explain your entry type, don't enter the market. As simple as that. If you can't explain the type of entry you are seeing, don't enter. The next day you will see it. So keep your account safe. Do we understand these three types of entry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But boss, does this type of entry require TDI confirmation?
Only when I use TDI confirmation is when it breaks above my like when it breaks above here. You know, this place is the high of yesterday. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Only when I use my TDI is when it breaks out of the high of yesterday, and then I'm seeing a shark fin on my TDI, and then I'm seeing my M here. That's when I use the TDI. So just like here, this is it. Look at this place. It moves above the high of the day, and then look at my M for me. Look at my M, my first leg, my second leg. Look at my TDI giving me a shark fin. So I will sell down. This is only when I use the TDI. If not, I don't use the TDI for any other thing.
Oh, you need to touch this support turn to resistance well.
I need to touch it well.
Yeah.
Where is it staying?
As in, I've seen several scenarios where maybe you are looking to take the liquidity, maybe sell or buy, and maybe to break it, and maybe you see the trend moving the other way around. Maybe there is a condition to enter it, like this one you just showed us now. Are we to wait like
The only
when that?
condition I said is
Huh?
this is it. Let me see if I can see another example, please. This type occurs very well in the market. Very well. I know it. Very well. Okay. See this one. This one did not even give entry. Okay. So
My question is, how do we not enter now? Yes. Are we to wait for
how will you not enter?
a rejection below as a maybe a
You leave the market now. Must you trade everything?
No, I just want to know.
This is what I mean. Since this market took this liquidity, maybe you are expecting sell here. The market took the liquidity and then did not come down as a rejection candle. The next candle did not engulf. So what you do, two things will be in your mind. It's either this candle gives you this you see M formation here,
Yeah.
or that second leg of that M that people are waiting for, everybody are waiting for, that second leg will enter into this zone,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Come out quick and close
I,
as a rejection candle, then you buy up.
okay. Now I get it.
Uh-huh. So
I
now
get
look at it though. At this point, BTMM
Yeah.
traders, normal BTMM traders will be waiting for type 1 entry setup. That is
Yeah.
a consolidation during the Asian session, then boom, they grab the high of the Asian session, then they'll wait for their M here. Those who are entry, sniper entry will even enter here,
Yeah.
enter around this side. So you now that you know this thing, you know that okay, if my liquidity zone was here for sale and then the buyers took it like this, something is wrong. They are
Yeah.
trying to manipulate this thing. So as the second leg is coming down, you will be hoping the second leg enters into it and go back
Close.
immediately. So if you see that kind of thing, go just enter. You will see so many people in the group will be selling while only you will be buying. That just like what happened here now. Just like what happened here. Yeah. So many people, in fact, those SMC traders who trade their own liquidity, I don't know how they trade their own, they look for other blocks and the rest and the rest. They might have even set their limit here to sell. Then look at it. It will the market entered into your zone. Then I know this high, is this the high? Can't be. Ah, look at it. The market bought up. You were waiting for sell. The market bought up, then came down and sold. And then look at your line, and even you itself, you will know that okay, something is wrong here. Look at how candle. It's not normal. Candle are not supposed to be rejecting it. It's not on the norms. You just see it selling, but look at the abnormality here. It is selling. There is rejection. Now look at the difference here. Look at the difference between that one and this one now. Wait, I've gone far. Okay. Look at here. Look at here. Look at it. Here, the market came. Yes, you were waiting for sell. When the market broke it and did not give you sell this thing, sell candles, you now have two options. It's either to see your M here to sell or to see your rejection candles to buy. Now look at what's happening. They gave you your M here. Then here where you entered, look at rejection candles happening here, but your M have been given above it already.
Yeah.
Your M have been given above it already. So you just have to sell nonsense. I think one of you shared this thing with me on that Friday that should he buy. I did not even reply because what God did to me, I was not really happy. So I just took the sell angrily like that, and then I got something beautiful from it. So that is that for entries. Do anybody have questions? So at this time for question, please. Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys, please. Question.
Okay, good evening, boss. Hello.
Those of you, if you know your network is not good, you can be typing your question.
Hello, boss. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Now does it necessarily mean that we are no more working with the current Asian high and low of the day? We are only working with the previous day, Abi?
You can work with it. Somebody shared this in a group this afternoon. I said you can work with it, but me personally, since I want to, I'm not after 25 pips. I'm after 50 pips. Lowest 50 pips. So what I do is I do follow the Asian session of yesterday, and is there are different in BTMM now. You have peak formation trade, level one trade, and all the rest. So you pick the one that is more profitable to you. So me, I'm picking these ones out of the rest. We still have liquidity zone of the month and the year and all these things. They are still there. There's the liquidity zone of other blocks, of demand zone, of fair value gap. I don't know if you are getting me.
Yes, sir.
So those ones are choosing to trade liquidity that has demand zone. Like this high and low we are seeing, we are telling you, if there is no demand zone or supply zone, some people will never trade it. But we were trading it. So if the Asian high and low of the current market is there, then you should just trade. You should choose what works for you. This one is working for me, so I'm holding to this one.
Okay,
Okay,
boss.
my sister,
For
pause.
we to mark our Asia our the current week, so like this week now, where do we mark it from? Is it from the low of Friday, or is it from
That
Friday?
we just
Or yes, this week that we are just entering like as from
mark
the
the high of the past week. Now mark the high and the low of the past week. I mentioned all of them yesterday. Mark the high and the low of the past week. That is a liquidity zone. Then this week again, probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, you have seen the low of the week and the high of the week. You still mark that zone again.
okay.
Yeah. And note
Bros,
it must be in line with your market cycle.
my question is in type 2 trade, while we
Eh?
are waiting for I say in type 2 trade, the one you just showed type 2 entry, sorry.
Yes.
Maybe we are or M or W to form. There is maybe higher time frame liquidity below or above, depending on whether M or W.
Below.
I'm not saying it could be M or W now, so be
No,
whether above.
I want to correct it. If it is below, then it's a liquidity zone. You won't take that M as M. It's a W.
W is a mix up. Yes. So I'm just asking, like, how far will that liquidity zone be for us to consider it? Because if you check, there is no way there won't be higher time frame liquidity zone if you backtest and draw all of them. Or like how many pips is it as in for us to consider it close to be taken before we you know uh,
You are a trader now, so you should know. I'm coming. Look at EU.
okay.
You know when something is close and when something is far. Look at EU. EU took the liquidity of yesterday. This was yesterday low.
Yeah.
EU grabbed it and started forming W. If something is forming W like this, and then below it, you are seeing a liquidity zone, you are seeing a zone there. You should know, but don't even enter, even if it is far. Even if even if it is, they will come there. Oh, I'm telling you. I don't know how far you are thinking. Even if they don't come that day, they will come tomorrow. Let me go to where this nation. Now, let me see. This is it. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
This was the low of yesterday, or then look at what market did today. Market came, then bought. Uh, at this point, there's. Let me go to H4 so that you see. Look at H4. Look at the low of the previous week on H4. Look at the low of the previous week on H4. Are you guys seeing it?
Yeah.
Now let's go to MPT. See what market did. They sorry, look at it. When they took yesterday low here, I was expecting them to come down to this H4. Are you seeing the H4 liquidity?
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
I was expecting them to come down there before they buy. But look at what they did to me. They came here, just grabbed the liquidity of their own, what they know, and went up without taking it. Even I thought this candle is coming down to take it. They did not take it. Can you see how massively they bought?
Yeah.
But that liquidity was lying there. Look at it. They came back. Are you not seeing it? They took it this day. Don't understand.
Yeah, this is the one you take comfortably.
So look at, so if even if the liquidity, as far as the liquidity zone is there, and they are giving you setup, if you are seeing a setup above your liquidity zone, it is called inducement.
Inducement, yeah.
If you are seeing clear setup above your liquidity, let's say the liquidity is down for buy, and you are seeing a clear setup for a buy above your liquidity zone, it is called inducement. What is inducement? They want to pack buyers and sellers into the market. Do you know how many people are bought from here and are ready to swing? Even some of you entered and were ready to swing. So there is nothing that will tell you that you will believe this market will come back. In fact, some of you, I think some of you even bought here. Not around the side. You will say there's nothing that this one will go. Look at, they came back from. So you guys have been induced into the market. They have induced you. You have allowed you to enter. So any setup you are seeing above your liquidity zone is called inducement. Don't fall for it. If it go, let it go. Do we now understand?
Yeah.
Yes,
I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very clear.
All right. More questions, please, if there is any.
This thing H1 trade. We said they will show us your H1 trade.
Oh boy, who they talk?
So you say you show us your H1 trade. How you take your H1 trade by the 50? Whatever shows.
I'm coming now. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Hello, boss. About that one, so we look into maybe around the week or something. So look at the jump back all this knowledge at once. Just my own view. Maybe like tomorrow, features that one. So that I know this try to understand this one, they try to understand that one. So at the same time. Your second view.
This class for you tomorrow, you don't pity me.
Is it be the type of gross? Is it just complain? I think later in the week. Who the complaints and the
so that's why the video is recorded, so you can go and divide it on your own. That's why the video is recorded like this. The time is not there. I will be busy throughout next week. Very busy.
Please go on to the class.
And I think this week own is well explained.
There is nothing. There is nothing that is not clear with what you have
About
stated so
this
far.
week, this week,
Gafar
this
Gani,
week na
Gafar
NFPO.
Gani, please mute yourself. Gafar Gani, mute yourself.
This week,
Oh,
this week na NFPO. Let's watch out oh.
oh, sorry, I don't know.
FMC days.
This week is NFP. Now, let me tell you guys some of those news you see moving to direction. Those news is liquidity that they are taking.
They are taking yes.
Just watch and see this week. If NFP walk in two direction, just watch and see what will happen. If there is liquidity zone behind where your setup is lying before the news, if they did not grab that liquidity, don't even enter. Wait for them to release the news. Once the liquidity have been taken and that 15-minute candle close, you can buy it, you can sell it. Except they grab liquidity before the news and the direction of the news is in line with where the market is facing. That is when you can now say, okay, let me hold. Okay.
Pure. We know this one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we don't have questions anymore. And I think I've explained this well to everybody's understanding. Is there anybody here who don't understand what I just explained? Okay. Nobody, I guess, sorry. Okay. So let me go and explain H1 ID 50, the one I take. Very simple stuff. But you guys will not have patience to see it come. Are you all seeing my chat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay.
5 to 8.
Let me start from where. Alright. Look at this H1 ID 50. Are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at the zone that the market left before forming the peak. If this market that is coming down did not break that low, break it, let one candle stay under, I will never buy, I will never take the H1 ID 50. See what I mean?
Come again, sir.
See from this zone, this was where the market left before the buy, before the peak formed. Okay, so as this market is coming down, if the market did not break this zone, I will not take the H1 ID 50. So this day like this, I already told some of my people that I'm not going to sell EU. But the morning, look at what happened. It broke that level, closed, and another candle went down and closed. So since that former structure was taken, definitely my H1 ID50 will be valid. So change this the SMC or ICT trader call it the church change of character. So this has changed the direction of the market already. But if H1 ID50 is happening at this top here like this, the probability that it will be successful is flippant. So I just make sure this zone, that zone that led to the peak, have been taken. So that is the first condition. Oh, good. So that one must be clear. Then secondly, since there's 200 in my head, had it been this market break this zone and still went down to touch this 200 MA, I will not trade it, because the market can be a peak reset and it can be an ID50. Though this one, this breaking up was qualified, good, but this one here coming to touch the 200 MA will make me not to take it. So I don't trade that H1 ID50. I don't trade it. So like this one, I will trade because it did not touch it. So if I would have looked for entry here, then here definitely I would have entered here also, because I would have been thinking this is my level 2. So I would have sold here, try to swing, but it will not. Maybe I'll just close along the way. So this place like this is not ideal to trade ID50. Just look for your liquidity zones and trade them. And trade them in this zone, not like ID50 there. It will not work. Okay, like here now, look at the high that led to the peak reset. So look at the high. I will just mark my high. Good. So look at it. The market went and closed above it, close above that high that led to the peak reset. The market closed above it. So once market closed above it, I know character have been changed already. So my ID50 will be profitable. In fact, there's no 200 MA, so this one is a sure one. I don't know. Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are following.
You know your ID50 is set when your 13 and 50 cross. Your peak is confirmed when your 13 and 50 cross. So look at this one again. My 13 and 50 cross, which is telling me, okay, here is a possible ID50, because I've been waiting for my buy setup here. Oh, you think we don't used to? So I'm telling you guys this: don't predict the market. Make your analysis soft. Definitely, somebody like me will be waiting for a buy setup here. But when this move happened, okay, look at what I was just saying. Look at the low. Look at the low that led to that peak formation, into this peak formation. Look at the low, then look at what happened. The market sold to that low, did not break it. So I won't take this ID50 that will happen here. Some of you will wait for ID50 here, but me, I know I won't trade that ID50, even if it will be successful. Are you learning something new?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at it. This one broke the ID50. This one took it, went to that high and came back. I will be waiting for an ID50 around this zone, but if I check that it's now consolidating, I know an ID50 will not work. I will check and so you need to be checking your H4 on your H1. So from H4, okay, this is a consolidating market. So definitely your ID50 will not work. If it broke that zone, good. You wait for your buy around this side here for a buy up, did not come. So look at it. There was a cross here again. Just quickly be changing your bias. Don't say it must buy, it must sell. No, 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 no. Be changing your bias quickly. Look at it. It crossed here, did not break that zone that led to it. So I won't trade it. It's not tradable. You see, even as it went my way, I won't tell you I will trade it. It's not tradable. Now, can you see that the success of ID50 is in a trending market? Okay, look at it. Oh, very good. See the place that led to the ID50. And see the market broke it. Market broke it and closed above it. So I know I will buy here. So can you see how successful it was? Can you see how successful it was? So that is it. Let me check. Here, look at what happened here. The market, this was the zone the market left before that peak. And you see that the market actually closed. Definitely I'll be no, the market did not close. Yes, it closed. The market's closed. So in fact, this one will give you few pips, right, before it went back. This one will give you few pips. So, and even if it did not give few pips, we will lose this one. No strategy is 100%, please. So that one will hit our stop loss too. So since it hits our stop loss, we will not trade this ID50 because it didn't break that zone. So it was just a manipulation. The market actually sold. You see, the market, because look at it, because it broke that zone that time, it means the character have changed already. Once character of the market changed, the trend have changed. So look at it, it actually sold. Actually sold. So this sell was supposed to happen here because I know it's one or two things that led to it. Then this was when it now sold massively. This is how we do. This is how to trade.
Yourself.
Huh?
Adamu, mute yourself. Mute your mind.
Now look at this place. Look at this place. Look at that high. Even when this ID50 was a successful one, I won't trade it. I won't trade it. But if I had taken this high here, I will still. I won't take that high. I know myself. This is where I will keep it. So I won't trade this ID50 except if liquidity is staying there. If liquidity is staying there. Yeah. So good. This was the move that led to it. So and it closed above. Can you see how profitable it is? Good. Just close above. Then you wait for your ID50. If it change character, it should go your way, except they want to manipulate it. If character changes, it should go your way. Okay, look at this, the low. It broke the low, but it's still with my 200 EMA. Came down straight to my 200 EMA, so I won't take it. I won't take this side, the 50 around this side. I won't take it. Take it. Look at beautiful examples here. This was what led to it. So all these moves, fine. I won't take them. I won't take them. All these are the 50 you are seeing. I might not take them. I won't even take them. Except I'm trading, I'm marking my liquidity zones with them. But just to trade a normal ID 50, this is when I will now trade it if it has not even completed my levels. This was when I would have want to trade it. So there are sometimes that it looks frustrating, but it's very profitable. It's very profitable. This here led to the stock. Here led to the structure. Okay, so when they took out the structure here, I wait for my D50 here and I bought, and you see how it went my way. So I should get 50 pips from there. Get 50 pips from there. Get 50 pips from there. Here, this was what led to that move that for the 50, the ID 50. So when it sold to this point, I would have entered here. Then this one will hit my stop loss comfortably. I'll just dust my shirt and go my way. No story. If I tell you it's 100%, then I'm lying. So
Sure.
this was what led to the peak. See, once they took it, I wait for my 50 here. I sell. I don't mind the big moves that have been coming. The risk involved is huge. So I don't mind. You guys might have been entering yourself fine. But this is where me I will sell my own. These are the 50 I trade. But here like this, I'll still be selling because of my liquidity zones. So, but I the 50, I trade it. So that's it. I believe I've showed you good example. So imagine you are trading only this one.
Do you confluence ID 50 that meet your as in the conditions you just mentioned
with liquidity?
With liquidity.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh, bless it. But if I should take trades between this trade, then between here like this, then it is liquidity that is giving me extra confirmation. If there's no, like here now, there's no liquidity zones here, I will not trade it.
Okay.
And most times is that you won't even see it because it will go down straight for you, or it will just manipulate it. You won't see the liquidity zones.
Okay.
You won't see the liquidity zones, and I know what I'm saying. Okay. Now let me check. The problem is that I won't be able to go down to M15. I'm able to go down. Let me check here. Okay. Look at here now that the market did not break. Look at here that the market did not break. Okay. Now this see the low of that day. I believe the Asian low should be around this side. Let me just put it here. Can you see that no liquidity was taken? Are you seeing it? No liquidity was taken. Liquidity no close, except this day that the low. No, it was not even it. Maybe I put it here. I would have even like somehow bought something here like this. But just to scalping stuff. So that's it. Anywhere you see that is not successful, most times there are no liquidities there. Alright, I've done justice to it.
Trust. Go on,
We
watch the
have
video.
yeah?
I say you did well. We just watch the video.
Alright, do we have questions and the rest? So I think if there should be no questions. Dominic.
Okay, sir. What about peak trades?
Yeah?
What about peak trades? What about peak trades?
Big trades. Go and watch Boss Depot's video.
Yes, sir. I've gone through it, but I'm trying to confluence the liquidity zones with that method.
Big trades. Liquidity is always in a peak formation. They are always there. So if you count your levels and you know there is liquidity in this peak zone, then you should know. If you count your level and you know this your level is in a peak zone, then you should know there is liquidity there. Definitely, because it's giving double top and the rest.
Okay, sir.
I guess that is all for now.
Yes, boss.
Alright, so Ahmed, please help us with the videos. Thank you, and have a profitable.
Ahmed, thank you very much. Thank you, boss. Good night.